Well, hello and welcome to our live watch along New Zealand versus Iran. We are ready for some more action in the World Cup coming to you from Los Angeles on the Chris McPherson Show. Great to have you tuning in as always. Really appreciate those who are jumping on. Beautiful stadium, the SoFi Stadium as it's normally called, but Los Angeles Rectangular Stadium. As we get set for these two sides, both battling for key clashes. Iran have had a very disrupted build-up, as you can imagine, with everything that is going on geopolitically in their country. Well, for New Zealand, they return to the World Cup after an extended absence of 16 years and are looking to get back to the winner's circle. So we can't wait to see what that looks like. As always, it's great to have everyone tuning in wherever you're watching from. So let us know where you're watching from. And of course, make sure to hit like on the video, subscribe on the channel, all the fun stuff. We do have our super likes and things as well there set up if you want to utilize those. But great to have you all tuning in. We're only a few minutes away from kickoff now. We'll run through the team list in a moment as we get set for kickoff. The one thing to note, Matthew Garbutt has succumbed to a hamstring injury for New Zealand, so he has been sent home. Logan Rogerson will come into the New Zealand squad, but is on his way travelling, so not available or not to be used today. So we'll wait and see how that comes from there in terms of his involvement, but they do replace Garbutt at the start of the tournament. So the starting 11s for the two sides. So for New Zealand, in goals is Max Crocombe. Their backline will be Tim Payne in 2, Finn Sermon in 16, Michael Boxall in 5, and Liberato Cacace in 13. Their midfield with the 4-2-3-1 formation is Joe Bell and Marco Stemenik. Then the attacking three sitting behind Chris Wood as striker will be Callum McCowett, Sarpreet Singh and Elijah Just. And then Iran's lineup in goals will be Ali Raza Birenavand. You'll then have a back line that will be Ramin Rezayan, Ali Namadi, Shojay Khalilzade, and Milad Mohammadi. Their midfield with their 4-4-2 will be Mohamed Mahibi, Saman Godos. The other two midfielders will be Sayed Ezatolai, and closing out the midfield will be Aria Yousefi. And then up front, it will be Mehdi Taremi, their captain. And alongside him will be Sharaya Moganalu. So a pretty stacked lineup. Two great number 9s for these two sides. The captain, Mehdi Taremi for Iran. And obviously Chris Wood, what he's done in the English Premier League is absolutely put New Zealand football further on the map. And here are New Zealand with an opportunity. 16 years ago, they went undefeated. But what can they do today? The one thing that the Iranian side will have is a lot of the players will be much more familiar, would have spent a lot more time together, purely on the basis of so many of them playing in that Gulf Pro League for the Iranian teams, the likes of Tractor Persopoulos, Kalba, Sapahan, and Fulat. So there's certainly a real familiarity there. Players shaking hands, getting set. As we wait for the team photos now and the countdown to kick off. Really looking forward to seeing how this one shapes up. Great to have you tuning in. Make sure to hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel. Our officiating crew, Cesar Ramos, Alberto Morin, and Marcos Bizguera, all from Mexico. The fourth official and VAR, Japanese officials. The captains now come forward for the toss. Not far away from kickoff now. Really looking forward to seeing Mehdi Taremi in action. Chris Wood will be looking to get that combination going on the other side with Sarpreet Singh. And of course, the story of the pre-World Cup, Tim Payne from 4,000 to absolutely phenomenal following. The least followed to one of the most followed. Absolutely phenomenal. He's got more Instagram followers than the population of New Zealand now. Absolutely phenomenal. 5.7 million followers. Absolutely crazy times. Last moments now for these two teams before they take the pitch. Getting set, going through. Last couple of messages from the captain, Taremi, to his Iranian troops. Getting set for kickoff here. And we're all set, ready to kick off here. New Zealand versus Iran in Los Angeles. Get the group started. And away we go. New Zealand with the opening use of the football. Working it around on their right flank. Trying to find a run there, Macau. It couldn't. Turned over. Run go forward, and it's just headed away there by Payne. They work around now. Iran just outside the 18-yard box, pushing it around left to right, back across their midfield. They're tracking all the way back now, and they'll go all the way back to Biranavana. Long ball down the left flank, pushed infield. Trying to create a run early here. Tracking back and just forcing the ball free on the 18-yard box. They swing it wide now. Razayan tries to feed it into the box, but it's just taken away by the New Zealand defence. Appeals for a foul by the Iranians, but New Zealand pushes forward now with Sarpreet Singh. Now New Zealand decide to pull back, take it back through their defensive lineup. Boxall working now. Sermon, he'll feed it wide to Payne. Run, get the throw here. Trying to find their best line around. Decide to sit it all the way back to Biranavand. He'll take his time now, Biranavand. Happy to play it out to Kalazada. They go long here, floating the ball over the top into midfield. Good battle there involved. Sermon. Strong tackle there from Bell. Too strong, says the referee, and we have the foul called. Now Iran really turning the screws with possession here. Now turned over dangerously. Opportunity pushing forward. Godos plays it out wide. Stamanik with good defence plays the ball forward nicely for Singh. Defence steps in there and just pushed back by Mohammadi. New Zealand now get a throw in the attacking half. Trying to find their avenues forward. Stamanik plays it back now. Goes between the central defenders and they'll leave it to go all the way back to Crocombe. Boxall lays it off now with Stamanik. Gets it back. Tries to drive it long, but it's broken up and taken down. And Taremi's on the ball. Pushing forward here. Trying to take on Sermon. Leaves it behind and it's picked up by Bell. The second defender's support helps out before Iran comes sliding across, breaking up the pass and force it over the sideline. Now just conjuring it around in the defensive line, Iran. They pick it up, they send it long. It's picked off by Boxall. He's happy to try and work the space now, just on the outside. Gets the ball back inside. Nice return there from Wood, but just takes on one too many. Now Iran pushing forward. They've got numbers breaking. Danger times here. Fed into the box. Just broken up. Well dealt with there. Again, Boxall stepping up to the cause. And a runner in behind, and it was looking ominous. New Zealand's passing, just finding a lot of Iranian bodies and getting deflected quite frequently here. Iran step in again, this time through Rezain. Iran take possession just behind halfway as we hit the 5-minute mark. KG times. Iran just working it through that defensive line again. They play it wide to the right now. Rezain plays it off. It deflects. They go the lofted ball over the top. They find space in behind the defensive line here. This is a good opportunity. Can they take a strike? They can. But Crocombe's there and right on the spot. Aria Yousefi. Got a wonderful ball out in front. He had time and space on the left edge of the 18-yard box. Played it into the box. Well defended and well read by Max Crocombe, the Kiwi keeper. New Zealand working it around here. Can they push it forward? McCowett plays it back now. Now out to the left edge. Just. Stamanik. Rotated across. Push between the midfield. Pushed all the way back to Crocombe. Now he's at the top of his 18-yard box. Needs to be cautious here. Happy to use his time. Now he goes long over the top looking for Wood. Wood brings it down. Controls it with the knee. Thinks about playing it through. Does feed it in there. Good ball. Flicked over the top. Wood into the box. Played down and it's a strike. What about that from Elijah Just? Elijah Just into the box and the Kiwis have scored the opener. A bit of light there, Antipodean and friends on Sunday against the run of play. All of a sudden, almost 7 minutes gone, and New Zealand have grabbed the opener here against the run of play, against the run of possession. Some beautifully worked balls inside the 18-yard area, and New Zealand leads 1-0. What about that? That's a phenomenal strike in close range. One-on-one with the keeper. Chris Wood did well early. Just controlled it down with the thigh and fed the ball in. Got the return pass and dropped it for just a second touch off the inside of the right boot and just straight through the hands of Ali Reza Bieranavand. And New Zealand get their first win at this edition of the World Cup. And Elijah Just scores just the 5th goal in New Zealand's history at the World Cup. He joins names like Shane Smeltz, Stephen Wooden, Stephen Sumner, and Winston Reid on that wonderful list. Never won a game in their history in the World Cup. First attempt in 1982, they lost all 3. In 2010, it was 3 draws, including against Italy, Paraguay, and also Slovakia. What about that? New Zealand against the run of play. That was a phenomenal start for the All Whites. A little ironically named the All Whites today, playing in black. Now we're looking for a response. Now New Zealand playing forward again. They've got room on the right flank. Wood overloads that way. Gives it off to McCowett. Plays it around now. Numbers resettle. Bell provides it. Now it's crossed into the box. Looking for Just again. Ball spills down. McCowett's there. Gets it off the back heel. Doesn't quite control it. Miscued pass from the Iranians. Now they push wide here. Kakache. And he plays with the world-famous Wrexham. Now the ball goes back. New Zealand rotating it through their defence. We get past the 10-minute mark. And got a foul as the ball went through. A little bit of a protest from Ramin Razayan. So in some of the early games today, we've had Ivory Coast getting over Ecuador. Sweden hammering Tunisia 5-1. Belgium and Egypt having a 1-1 draw. Obviously, the big talking point, Spain and Cape Verde, as New Zealand push towards the box again here. Sings into the 18-yard box and just sprays it well wide. That was a shot he'd love to have against Harpreet Singh. Take a deflection. The 0-0 draw between Spain and Cape Verde, a big talking point. So goal kick for Iran, 12 minutes gone. And of course, Uruguay getting the late equaliser to deny Saudi Arabia 3 points in their Group H game earlier today. New Zealand work it now. Back through Sermon. Swing it wide. Opportunity to cross into the box here. Tim Payne, deflected. Brought down in the box. Contest. Singh will be offside. Doesn't get involved. Ball goes over the sideline. Moran appealing for offside, but again, no involvement. So New Zealand will have the throw here. It'll be Michael Boxall to take it. Well, they look the long throw. Into the box it is. The edge of the 18-yard area. Pushing around, taking a strike. Deflected away. Stamenik getting the shot in, but it was deflected by Aria Yousefi. New Zealand have a corner now. Set up here. A lot of players at the back stick. Liberato Kakache over it. Stamenik, the man in the middle, goes the short corner. Drive it down and out. Fed back in now by Bell. Kakache. Ball comes off the leg of an Iranian defender. Floats up into the box. Oh, what about that? An overhead and a chance here for Wood. Oh, he lost track of the ball on his spin. Not completely dealt with. Iran get it outside the box. New Zealand head it back in. Iran head it back out. Now Iran get a little clear. They're pushing forward. They've got numbers around if they can use it quickly. They push wide to the right now, charging down the right flank. They cross it back into the centre. And a heavy challenge comes through, getting the ball there for New Zealand. And away they come again. Sermon clears it. New Zealand a probing overhead long pass. Looking for a runner. Doesn't get picked up. And Iran again through Razian. And now Khalilzadeh. Strong contact again. Both sides throwing themselves in willingly. It spills out the back of New Zealand's defence where it's picked up by Sermon. And he plays it to Boxall. He'll go all the way back to Crocombe. Now, a driven ball wide, just a little too narrow. Doesn't work out. And Iraq, a nice ball through now. Moganalu, sorry. Opportunity here at the top of the 18-yard box. Godos plays it wide again. Tries to be crossed in, well blocked by the New Zealand defence. And it's forced out over the sideline for an Iranian throw. Oh, pretty frenetic end to end. Both teams happy to go on the counter when they can. Iran, will they go the long throw? They will. They wind up on the angle, take it in. Finds a head, then headed away, Sermon. Headed back in. Come down. Boxall drives it long and away. Again, good attempt there. Moganalu had got there and got his head to it, but just couldn't put it on target. Just lofted it back up for another teammate. Now Iran work it out of their defensive end. Great to have you all tuning in. Make sure to hit like on the video. Let us know where you're watching from. Jump into the comments as well. Now, Iran floating it into the box. Looking for Moganlu. Shoulder to shoulder, goes to ground. He wants a penalty. The referee says no. He'll stay down in the hope the VAR will look at it. The referee will go and check on him now. Just shoulder to shoulder with Sermon there, jostling for the ball. There's a tiny bit of contact, not enough for him really to go to ground there, but Moganlu decided that he'd take the dive and see what he could get from the referee. All right, we're away from that now. Player back on his feet. Makes his way to the sideline, and New Zealand get us back underway, moving forward. We tick down towards the hydration break shortly here. New Zealand working it around. Ball fed through for Singh. Takes a shot from range. Well saved. Little parry, though, from Biranovan. You can see he has a little grimace. He knows that he's probably fortunate there. There was no one tracking back through. The ball was shepherded by Khalil Zada. Now the ball out in front here. As Mohebi goes after it. Laid down here. Little nudge. The referee will come back for that. No, he's going to go against the second reaction from Sarpreet Singh. Locking his arm in, he says, as well. So almost 20 minutes gone. New Zealand on top thanks to that opening goal to Elijah Just. Just has been a good find and certainly taking his game to another level since he's gone over to Scotland. Now Iran work it out through Khalil Zada. He goes back to his centre-back partner. Namadi. Two of them work it between themselves. Nothing happening. Namadi picks it back up inside the back end of the centre circle. Pressed across now. Khalil Zada on halfway. Decides to turn it back to Namadi behind the centre circle. New Zealand is sitting in a high block at the moment. A few Iranian forwards trying to make runs, but meanwhile they can't get the ball into midfield. Dropping back to support his Godos. Plays it forward. A little heavy touch there. They've still got possession though. Now they push forward. Yusefi. Plays it back to the left now. Mohammadi. Turned over. Push forward quickly. Sarpreet Singh. Nothing happening. Goes back via Stamanik. Now they play forward looking for Wood early. The Iranian defence step in. Hello, Harry. No, not yet, mate. It is a good start from New Zealand, although Iran are really dominating statistically. It's very reminiscent of Turkey versus Australia on Sunday. Iran now push forward with the advantage. Sliding tackle, good defence. What about you, mate? Have you got your Lockie Bayless shirt yet? As Chris Wood pushes forward now, New Zealand on the attack. Floated wide by McCowett. Ball comes down for Payne. Can he cross it in? Plays it in short for Singh on the edge of the 18-yard box. He drops it back further to Stamanik. McCowett back to Stamanik. Deeper again. Now Joe Bell. Karche was making a run in behind. Couldn't really amount to anything though. Now McCowett plays the ball into the box. You're barely going to have it at all in time for this World Cup at this rate. Now Iran pushing forward, strike taken from range, finds the woodwork. That was an absolute rocket. The Iranians just on the counter attack. Taremi. Mehdi Taremi. What about that strike? That's why he has been such a superstar across his career, Mehdi Taremi. Plying his trade now with Olympiacos. Previously with Inter Milan and a long stint with Porto as well. So certainly an absolute gun, we know, and that showed absolutely all of his best. You have to think the next stoppage will be the hydration break here. New Zealand just track it back. We hit past the 23-minute mark, and Crocom's on the ball. Plays it out now. Sermon. Into Stamanik. Play forward now. Trying to work the ball around. Nothing really presenting for New Zealand. Boxall's happy to take his time. Bell slots back in, helping out the back line. Boxall will go all the way back to Crocombe. Crocombe will wind up and go long. Chris Wood on the turn. Can't quite control it. Coming through, cleaning up the scraps there, New Zealand. Just crossed it into the box. Wood there trying to hold it up. Run, clear it wide. And Payne will watch this over the line. And we'll have our hydration break at the 24-minute mark. We're going to take a very short hydration break ourselves. We'll be right back with you. Don't go too far. This game's going to be on a knife's edge. All right, we're back as this hydration break goes on. Interesting times though. Time ticking down. These hydration breaks have been the biggest delay in all the games so far for mine. So interesting. This feels like a money grab for the advertisers. It's 22 degrees. I'm not quite sure why we need a cooling break. This needs to be a threshold like there is in a lot of leagues and just be understood that it will only apply in that case. Teams making their way back out now, so thankfully we won't be forced to wait much longer. But what that means is by the time they get started, we'll have less than 18 minutes of regulation time. So now we'll come back across for the throw in. As I said, just over 3 minutes stoppage, which is not ideal realistically when you think about it. 22-degree temperature. There needs to be something addressing this. There's a run break on the counter here very quickly. Mehdi Taremi pushing forward, floats it into the box. Crocombe's getting across there. He's going to try and shepherd it across. Run appealing for a foul. Nothing going from the referee. Crocombe having to get back across. Dear, oh dear. That could have been a disaster for New Zealand. Mohamed Mehebi is blowing up. He wanted a foul given against Crocombe when they were going across chasing the ball. He'd come back and went into contact on the ball. And then the strike from Saman Godos was off target with what I'll best describe as a predominantly open net. But not to be. New Zealand play the long ball now. Out looking for Wood. He does well to control it. Plays it off now for Just, who tries to push it down around, pinball it around, and it goes out of play. Now they send it down quickly here. Seeing it overrun it, but now he recovers. Kakache in the box. Oh, what a tight angle that was, and it forced a big save from Ali Reza. The Ranavand keeping them on their toes. New Zealand almost bobbled through the arms there. The Ranavand's had a couple of handling moments already in this first half. And now, Mehmet Tarini lays off. Godos wide now. Rezain. Ramin plays it in. Losing his footing is Taremi. And Mohebi can't get away the shot that he needs to on target. Which was Godos arriving late, and he skies it well over the crossbar. A couple of missed shots for him in the last 60 or so seconds. So he's ticked past 30 minutes gone, including that 3-minute hydration break. New Zealand opened the scoring in the 7th minute, courtesy of Elijah Just. But here come Iran again, pushing forward, looking for a lane into the box. Patient defending. New Zealand sees it away. They play it forward now. Sarpreet Singh puts it out in front. Far too heavy and on the wrong angle. It wasn't a combo that was going to help anyone. Gives them a moment to reset their defences. Mohammadi goes down the line, gets a return pass. And we come back to the defensive line with Khalilzada. Namati, Khalilzada. Ball comes forward now. Iran looking to get in behind. They intercept the defensive pass from New Zealand. Godos. Playing it back now, working the ball around. Mohammadi gets it down the line. Looking for what they can conjure here. Iran trying to play the ball around in their defensive line. Rezain coming centre field now. Plays it through into the 18-yard area. Opportunity here. And toe to the outside. Does the flag stay down? Yes, it does. And Ramin Rezain, following his pass in, gets the equaliser for Iran. How about that for a goal? Beautifully worked team goal, and they level things up here in the 32nd minute. Iran get one back. Just feeding balls inside the defence there of the New Zealand side. And Ramin Rezain is the man that gets there. He gets the early pass in, and then it's just pinballed around and pushed wide by Moganlu, who couldn't quite get enough power through on his shot thanks to the defensive work of Sermon. Rezain gets it in off the outside of the right boot, just pressing it across the face past a stranded Max Crocombe. He tried to close the space down Crocombe, but couldn't get there quick enough. And Ramin is the man that scores. Great work for Iran. And they are back into this one. New Zealand back underway. They had the early lead. Now they're back on even terms. New Zealand push it forward here. The defence, Tricolorzada sends it back to Biranavand. Now they work it out to Namati. Namati goes long down the line, looking forward. Morganlu is getting up for it. New Zealand defender just deflected that with his face as they push forward here, New Zealand. Just gets the return pass from Wood. Plays it wide now. Opportunity here for New Zealand. Get one straight back. And, oh, he's had an air swing there. He's nearly done himself a very big mischief, Mr. Callum McCowan. Recovers okay, though, and Payne plays it out now to Sarpreet Singh, who's out wide. Crossed it into the box looking for Wood, but broken up again. Well dealt with there. Colorzada. Naram push it forward. Payne trying to work around on the right side for New Zealand or just push it out of play. I'm going to come back and the foul. We called. I'll look in a moment and see which way the foul's gone. Both players appealing that it should be theirs. We're having a little review here. Just a head clash. So we resume. It's going to be a referee with a drop ball, and away we go. Been evenly contested. I think Iran probably the greatest share of possession, it's fair to say. To push back, and it's actually been very even now. It's settled into a 50-50 sort of split. New Zealand try and push forward. Iran take it away. Inside the final 10 minutes of regulation time of this first half. New Zealand pushed across the back line now. Now working it around, trying to push it forward here. They get it wide on the right with Singh, New Zealand. Driving forward is Sarpreet Singh, crossing it into the box and just pushed away again by Ali Namati. Morganlu wins out. He's also fouled in the act by Marko Stamenic. Ram working it out from their back line. Playing forward, picked off there by Payne. Chipped forward nicely by Bell. Singh plays it in again. Bell there. Now they work it around. What are the avenues? Ball played back. Dangerous here from New Zealand. They need to work it forward. Just is back there deputising on the left edge. Boxall comes back and pushes it back to Crocombe. Crocombe plays it forward now. Crocombe out in front for Finn Sermon. Sermon happy to take the space offered to him. He'll play it to Bell, who's in the middle of midfield, just at the base of the centre circle. Trying to find an avenue to goal here. They're pushing forward. Sermon again. Sermon plays it forward. Stamenic plays it wide. Sarpreet Singh. Back. Lays off. Now gets a return pass. Singh down on the right. Floats it into the box. It's far too heavy and it's going to race out through the air over the byline and we'll have a goal kick. Now we've had a challenge here. We've got an Iranian player down. The referee's just going to stop things. We'll come back for a drop ball in a moment. It is Saeed Azatolai. Head deep into this first half. Another stoppage here, you'd expect. With 2 goals and a couple of other stoppages for injuries, we may end up with 5, maybe 6. A little bit of treatment continuing to come. Interesting to look back at both these goals, and both quite similar in terms of the way they tic-tacked around and then played the ball in. This one in the balance. As Azatolai comes off and gets after his treatment. We get back underway as we almost 41 minutes gone. It'll be interesting to see what they decide here in terms of added time. I said I'm leaning towards at least 5. And you have to allow realistically 3 for the drinks break alone. Wait and see what it comes with. And New Zealand get the throw down towards halfway. Barado Kakache to take it. Goes long with the throw. Looking for Wood. Can't control it as he's wrapped up one of the Iranian defenders. Now, ball trying to be played forward here by Moganalu. Nothing presenting for Bell, so he goes all the way back to Crocombe. Now they go forward again here. Sarpreet Singh lays it back. Michael Boxall goes forward. Bell, little 1-2 with the outside man. Feeds it on outside again. Trying to play close to that right touchline. Working out what they can conjure, what they can get to stick. Ball played in. Touched around. Kakache can't get the retrieval on the second pass. Physical collision. Sharia Morganlu doesn't get back to his feet for a moment. He's back up now. Stamatic plays it down the line for Just. Plays it back inside. Heavy collision after the fact just outside the box here. And the referee might be tempted to go to his pocket. The goal scorer, Ramin Razain, is in conversations with the referee. Came in after the pass and knee on knee. That would not have tickled. Rado Kakache goes down just outside the box. No card given. Dangerous free kick opportunity here for New Zealand. So New Zealand with Wood from outside the 18-yard box, curls it in relatively tamely and easily dealt with by Bierenovan down low to his right. So go forward now. Iran working it out of their own end. Ticking down to the final moments of regulation time in this first half. I'm thinking 5, maybe 6 with that last stoppage. We'll see what they come up with. Anywhere between 4 to 7 is probably fair. Opportunity here, Iran trying to work it around, chipped into the box, headed on again. Seen away by Boxall, brought down to ground, but the boot in there from Iran just pushes it back into the defensive line of New Zealand. Swings across off an Iranian attacker and goes over the byline for what is now a goal kick. And it is 6 minutes of added time to be played. Not all that surprising, to be fair. And New Zealand pushing forward. Wood swings it wide. Stepping back inside, they take a strike from outside the box. Again, Bierenovan is down to it. Both teams getting urged to move on at a couple of points here by the referee as Iran comes out, pushing forward now with Godos. Get the ball forward to Sharia Moganlu. Just plays it back over his head, looking for Chris Wood up front. The defence of Iran up to the task. Khalilzadeh plays it back now. Ali Namadi. Namadi plays it wide. Ramin. Rezain plays it down the line. A lofted pass in behind. It's going to be far too heavy. And just cruisily goes across, does Max Crocombe and picks it up. Plays it to his own feet here. Almost 2 minutes of the added time gone. It's poked about over the back over the top defensively and cleared long by Ramin Rezain. Stay in the field of play. No, it'll just go over the sideline in the end off New Zealand's Michael Boxall. And Iran will have the throw. Moganlu with the long throw. New Zealand happy just again through Boxall just to watch it and slide over the line. 2.5 minutes of stoppage time gone. Iran urged to move on with the throw. They're in no hurry at all. The long throw taken into the box, headed on just over. That was a beautiful long throw from Aria Yousefi. A little back header there, not far away from the target at all. Well taken in the end. Sharia Moganlu just gets it over the top. We'd love to have that over again. And he plays for Kalba in the UAE. New Zealand trying to conjure something the same. Iran, though, clear it over the top. Now stepping away with it is Yousefi. Another Iranian player down here. Alzada gets it back to his keeper. Sarpreet Singh pushing hard, just pressing. Singh thought he was fouled, but the referee waves play on. Iran pushing ahead now. Namadi with a strong run, lays it off inside. Now it comes back to Mehdi Taremi, and that'll be a foul. This time on the goal scorer, Elijah Just. 4 minutes gone in stoppage time. So Taremi was the man fouled, Mehdi Taremi. And so they'll have a dead ball opportunity here. Ramin Razayan picks up the ball and gives it a kiss for good luck. They've got this from about 35 metres out, just to the left of the goals. Ramin Razayan is going to be the man to stand over it. Does he take the direct strike, or does he look to float it in? Floats it in, headed on, and it's into the net. There's a goal. Wonderful header from the set piece. But the offside flag is up. This one might go to VAR, to be fair. No, it won't need to. Ali Namadi very early on his break. Did win the race, but he got a head start. A false start, if you will. So, as we tick down into the final minute or so of stoppage time here. And with a tangle, a couple of players end up on the ground. The referee says play on. New Zealand now win it out through Bell, who tried to play it wide to Just. And Razian plays it back in, Just pressing hard and pushes the ball over the sideline. So Iran will get a throw. Almost half time here. Razian wanders down the sideline. Headed back infield, Just gets it. Kakache feeds it through to Wood. Singh trying to get forward, but the Iranian defence steps onto it very quickly. At the referee's discretion now. Won't be long, I can't imagine. As Biranavand rolls it out long, and the referee says that will do us for the first half. And we are all locked up at 1 goal apiece here. New Zealand scored in the 7th through Elijah Just, and then in the 33rd minute, there's a goal coming back the other way for Iran. Beautiful touch from Ramin Razayan, getting in, following his own pass in and supporting. This one's tight. It's in the balance heading into the second half. We can't wait for it. We're going to take a short break here before the second half gets underway on the Chris McPherson Show. Big thank you to those of you who've tuned in. Make sure to get involved in those comments. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what your thoughts are, how it'll all play out. Who do you think could be the difference maker coming off the benches for these two sides as well? Plenty of talent on both benches. And what's been your key takeaways from the World Cup so far? We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so. Big thank you to you for tuning in so far. We can't wait to see you in 10. Well, we're back for the second half. Looking forward to get back into the contest here. Looks like there'll be some changes at half time. Mehdi Gaedi is looking to come on. Let's see about who he's replacing. Looking forward to this as the Iranian team make their way out into the tunnel. Try and get confirmation of the change or changes here at half time if there was or are any. Definitely coming on, Gaedi, but who for is the question. He's kitted up, ready to go. The vest's off. It's waiting for the fourth official to come across to the board. And the fifth official hands the fourth official the board. Don't have too many officials. So it'll be Aria Yousefi that'll come off. And he replaced by Mehdi Gaedi, who plays for Al Nassr in the UAE. And we're set now for the second half. The referee goes through his checks here. Looks like he's good to go. Checks his watch. All locked up at 1-1. And here we go. New Zealand looking to find their first ever win at the World Cup. They push forward here. Just looking for something, but Razayan steps in and sends it long. Run themselves not a huge number of wins across their 7 hit-outs of the World Cup. This being their 7th. They've won 3 games previously. Beating Wales at the last edition in 2022 in Qatar. Also getting a win over Morocco in 2018, a Moroccan side that's rapidly transformed since then. Only missed 1 World Cup since 2006. As they push this forward gently to Crocombe. Before that, you have to go back to 1998 and then 1978. So they had a 20-year absence, 1978. New Zealand take a strike from way outside the box. Chris Wood off target. And they lost to Peru and the Netherlands and Scotland, and they had a draw. 1998 was a tough group. They had Yugoslavia and Germany in their group as well as the USA. They finished 3rd in that group, beating the USA. And they drew Portugal and Mexico when they were in Germany. Never finished higher than 3rd in their group. So a win here would be crucial if they wanted to do that. A sliding tackle from New Zealand. Pushing the ball over the byline, and Gaedy's down there chasing it down. But happy to see it across and take the corner. Tim Payne. Speaking of rapid rises, he made the sliding tackle. And now Iran with a corner. Left-hand edge of their attack. It'll be Razan to take the corner. He'll curl it in with the right boot. Here he hits it now. Floats it into the box. It's popped up. I think it came off the New Zealand defender last. Chested down now for Razan. He'll control it. Try and keep it inside the byline. Does that. Floats it back over to the back of the 18-yard box. Taken on the volley there by Gaetti and hits a defender and spirals out of play. Last touch off a New Zealand defender, says the referee, and we'll have a throw-in for Iran on their right touchline. Indeed, it was Sermon who got the head to the ball there off the corner. So, about 25 metres down from the byline, they take the throw, Iran. Sharia over the ball, loses his footing, stays over the ball, steps back up, and then now it's floated into the box, too heavy for all. It'll sail away across the face and out of play. Amin Razan holds his hand up in apology to his teammates. Work it forward, Iran, trying to come up with something here. Trying to find an avenue. All defended though. Played back over the head for New Zealand. Wood trying to push forward. Ezatola, he hangs on to it though. Drops it back into the pocket. Now they drive forward, Iran. Swing it out to free space on the left. And accelerating down to the left is Mohammadi. Little sliding effort from Callum McCowett. Pushes it across the line. Mohammadi will take the throw. Push it back now, Iran, and it sits with Ali Namadi. Ali Namadi plays it for a very deep running Mehdi Taremi. Now fed in towards the 18-yard box, and can they get a shot away here? They'll take a shot from distance, but it'll sail over the crossbar. Sharia, again, just couldn't get it on target. Brought it down well with the chest. Pulled it up a touch, pulled it off his left boot, and just skied it a little too high and away from the target. Righto, dear execution not quite on as he was under pressure from Liberato Kakachi. 6 minutes gone in this second half. Still locked up at 1-1. Plenty of action so far at the World Cup, that's for certain. "15 games already. This is the 16th, even though it's technically game 15. It's very interesting. The draw done, then the scheduling. So tomorrow's got a pretty exciting slate as well. We've got France and Senegal, Iraq and Norway. Graham Arnold's Iraq in action for the first time. We'll also see Argentina start their campaign against Algeria and Austria against Jordan. Singh swings his back inside for New Zealand. Sermon is there. Pushed across to the right now to Payne. Payne's got a little bit of space. He's got Singh outside him. Can't get the pass on target though. Just tries to clean it up. And now we'll have another change for Iran. Coming from the field will be Sharia Moganalu. He'll be replaced by Ali Alipour. Lipor, another of a host of Persepolis players in this squad. Tries to get himself involved immediately, Lipor, as Macau gets the ball away. I'll drop it back to Boxall, who played across to Sermon in defence, on the right side of defence. He goes all the way back to Crocombe. Returns it to Sermon, wide on the right. About 5 in from the sideline on the right-hand side. Gets clipped from behind. The referee's going to come back because there's no advantage. That's a slightly cynical tackle, I think it's fair to say. Lipor trying to get himself involved. They continue to work it around now. Pushing forward here, New Zealand opportunity. Fired in, and there it is, just with a double. Driving forward, gets a soft ball to the edge of the 18-yard box. Second touch again for Just, this time a cleaner strike. More power rather than finesse. And New Zealand get the lead again. And again, it's inside the first 10 minutes of the half. They've started both halves like lightning, have the All Whites. They now lead 2-1. How about that from New Zealand? For the first time in their history, they've scored 2 goals in a match at the World Cup. Nice little moment of history for New Zealand. Beautiful 1-2. Wood just plays it and then just caressed in between keeper and defender. It's well placed there. Just gets the goal. Does very well. New Zealand 2-1 up now and daring to dream. Just with 2 goals. Elijah Just gets it done. Now New Zealand, can they add salt to the wound, or will they need to just hang on for grim death here? They try to keep it in play there. Sarpreet Singh throwing himself over the sideline. Now they work forward here. The Iranian side trying to create an equaliser. Alipur on the side of the 18-yard box. Floats it in. That's nicely done. Tapped on, chested, headed. Pushed away by Crocombe. Pushed further away by Yousefi. Trying to bring it back. Just trying to confirm. We might have seen a change for New Zealand at that goal as well. No. No change made just yet. New Zealand working it now. McCowett probes it forward. A heavy pass to Singh. It spills back now to Stemenik. He plays it in front of Singh. Can't quite get to it though. Ryan, take it away. Misdirected pass, and Singh's going to nab that on his track back. Payne now will loft it into the box. A little too heavy. Right idea. Couldn't quite get the polish on it, Tim Payne. And you trade a couple of his 5 and a bit million YouTube, Instagram followers for that. Headed across the line now by Boxall as they clean up at the back, New Zealand. Ramin Razain. Working through now. Iran get the ball again. Just trying to work it through Sermon. Pushing forward again, New Zealand. Driving run from Just. Leaves the ball behind though. Does get a clip, but nothing untoward. That was a little untoward though. A little lash out there. Is that Payne? He might go into the book here. The referee's going to run over and have a chat. Just a caution. A little clip on the side of the leg. Away go Iran as we tick towards the 60-minute mark here. Ball played out in front as the flags stay down here. Mediterranean into the box, one-on-one with Sermon. Now he tries to play it in for a runner. Sermon blocks it. Taremi on the ball again. Feeds it in again, and again Sermon's there and takes it away. Sarpreet Singh now leading the counter. Not in any real hurry, though. They're just taking it down the pitch slowly, looking at options. He's got McCoward inside. He'll pull up, and he'll just drop it back. The counter winds down. Great to have you tuning in. Make sure you get involved in those comments. Let us know what your takeaways are so far. New Zealand doing really well. Harry's up and about. Now they feed it through. McCowart. Nice little return pass, but couldn't quite arrive on time to manage. Now just a little cagey working it out of their defensive area. There's a Tolahi. Gives it off now. Khalilzada. Headed on. Opportunity here. No. Sermon steps in, heads it forward. Finds Bell. No changes yet for New Zealand. 2 so far. Sarpreet Singh plays it forward, and the referee's going to come back. No advantage here for a challenge. In the midfield. Sarpreet Singh was looking for Chris Wood. Chris Wood was just looking back at his teammate who'd been cleaned up. Callum McCow, the man that was, and it's back into it. Wood brings it down inside the 18-yard box. Singh coming through, gets it on the volley. Couldn't get enough power on it to really challenge Biranavand. And he sets one of his runners free here down the left. It's Mohammadi who feeds it in. I'm not quite sure what he was trying to create there, but it's well over hit. And 61 minutes gone. New Zealand leading this one 2-1. Plenty of time still for a run. You think that we'll probably have 5, maybe 6 minutes of stoppage time as we did in the first half as a minimum. Plus 29 minutes minus the 3 or so. You've got a bit over half an hour. There's the quick maths of it. We went the long way to get there, but we got there. Great to have you tuning in. Make sure to hit like on the video. Let us know in the comments where you're watching from as well. Let us know, do you think Iran comes back from here? And how important is this result to these two sides? Obviously, with potential third place finishes and things coming into the mix, it's a tough group. As you said, New Zealand have never won a game at the World Cup before, but they'd never scored 2 goals in a game at the World Cup before either. Actually, I take that back. Their first game ever, they did score 2 goals. They lost 5-2. So second time in their history they've scored 2 goals. So I'll stand corrected on that. They haven't scored 2 goals since 1982. And Steve Sumner and Steve Wooden got the goals. One piece of history that Elijah Just does own is he's the first New Zealander to score a double. Or, in fact, to score more than 1 goal in New Zealand's history at the World Cup. Made 4 goals before this game and 4 different goal scorers. So now, Iran with the throw. The long throw comes in. Headed away by New Zealand. Pinballing around with headers going both ways. Sermon gets involved. McCowett brings it down. Bell probes it forward. That spills wide. Razayan crossing it into the box. That's dangerous. Oh, what about the header there? That is beautiful placement from Mohammed Mahebi. Just inside the left woodwork. It hits the post, bounces back in behind a stranded Max Crocombe, and we're back on level terms again. 2-2. 63 and a bit minutes gone here. After 18 and a half minutes, will the referee use this a little early as the cooling break? Mohammed Mahebi, that is a wonderful header. Beautifully placed. Switch ball out wide to the right and curled in. Mahebi unmarked near the penalty spot. Two defenders just peeled off him and he had all the space in the world. Boxall leapt up for it, couldn't get to it. And Crocombe was going to his left and had to react back to his right. And that was pinpoint accuracy from the head of Mahebi. Nods it on, off the woodwork and in. One of the very few players in this Iranian squad who doesn't play in the golf. So we're going to have some changes coming here. Saman Godos will come off. And Ehsan Hajsafi will come on. So New Zealand now need to find a response here. Push forward. Elijah just appealing to the referee for a foul that just wasn't there. Wait and see what comes as we go forward here. Van taking his time on the ball, slowing things down, just trying to get his team to calm, composed. Now he plays it out. He play it out to Ali Namadi. Going forward here. Mehdi Taremi plays it off, gets a return ball, gets into the 18-yard box, tries to take a strike, doesn't get much on it. Just is back there, cleans it away. Only as far as Khalilzada. Now pushed into the box again. Opportunity here on a tight angle. Well blocked by Boxall, and he'll concede a corner. So from the corner here for Iran, Ramin Razayan, their opening goal scorer. They're asking for the Iranian fans who are down this end of Los Angeles Stadium to make some noise. Ramin comes in. Struggle with the right, curl it away from the face of goal. Crocombe comes out, gets a hand to it. We're going to have a foul here. Crocombe's down. I think he was taken out by friendly fire there, to be fair. But now New Zealand will make some changes. Liberato Kakachi will make way, as will Callum McCowett. Looks like Ben Old and Ryan Thomas might be the players that come on. That's exactly who they'll use. The players with strong European experience as Max Crocombe gets the attention. Gets the ice spray. He'll get some pickle juice as well. A couple of trainers coming along, and I'll take the hydration break now as well. So here's your moment for the hydration break. Making use of the time altogether, which is positive. And the broadcasters will get their ad revenue as we tick along into that. And we'll be back with the remaining 22 or so minutes in a moment. But we'll wait for the action to come back. First changes for New Zealand coming on. What can Ben Old and Ryan Thomas inject into this side in the midfield? When you look at it, I guess that is the direct changes when you see who they're bringing off in terms of McCowett and then Kakachi on the edge of the defence as a wing back. It's been a great World Cup so far. Some interesting results, especially this morning. Saudi Arabia and Uruguay having a draw. Cabo Verde and Spain having a draw, probably the most stunning so far. So what comes next is the question. So got the remainder of the first games to play out. So there's still 16 teams, I think, by my maths, that we haven't seen in action that we'll see over the next couple of days. Or is it just 12? Might just be 12, actually. JKL. No, it is 16. So Ghana, Panama, England, Croatia, Portugal, Congo, Uzbekistan, Colombia, Austria, Jordan, Argentina, Algeria, Iraq, Norway, France, and Senegal. Such a busy schedule with all these extra teams in this edition of the Cup. Well, we're looking forward to seeing what comes of those. So, seen quite a few draws so far. Sweden getting the biggest win of the tournament, 5-1 this morning against Tunisia. It's them in a really good stead in a tight pool against Japan and the Netherlands. Actually, Germany, of course. How did I forget Germany? 7-1 against Curacao. Ivory Coast beating Ecuador in that pool as well. And Australia and the United States getting their respective first up wins. Brazil having a draw with Morocco. Scotland on top of their pool in Group C with that 1-0 win over Haiti. Switzerland, Canada, Qatar and Bosnia and Herzegovina all locked up because they've all had 1-1 draws to start. And then Mexico and South Korea getting their wins to start their pools. So many permutations as we get through all of the pool games. It's exciting because we've got so much action to happen. The pool games don't wrap up until the 27th of June local time. I think the final games will be Colombia, Portugal, and Congo, Uzbekistan in Group K. Potentially. Maybe on that day it'll actually be the Group J because I think they've got 6 games on that day. So it might be the Algeria, Austria, Jordan, Argentina. But either way, there'll be plenty of games on that day to be played out and it'll be an interesting time. So 71.5 minutes gone. Almost 72 minutes now. It's 1-1 at halftime now, 2-2. Can someone break this deadlock in the remaining 18 minutes or the ensuing stoppage time after that? Ball threaded in. Sermon's there, up to it again. He's been solid today. Gaidi has added a spark as well as they try and push this into the box, Iran. But in again, seen away. And the man with a brace already just is racing away. Cuts back inside, loses his footing a little, then clipped. Not a lot of intent in it. Saeed Azatolai can't believe his luck. Wasn't a lot of contact. Been some wonderful defending in this match so far at different points. Vauxhall just having a conversation with our referee. For the Australian fans, nice Australian involvement tomorrow morning. France and Senegal. Ali Reza Fagani will be in action. Originally tying it back into this game of Iranian heritage, born in Iran. Both Ali Raza and his younger brother, Mohammad Reza, are referees. Of course, Ali Raza Fagani refereed the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup final. So here comes New Zealand again. Sarpreet Singh. Ball fed into the box here. Opportunity trying to find Just. It's cleared away partially, but Bell picks it up just outside the 18-yard box. Now Ryan Thomas crossed in, looking for Wood. It's too heavy. Race away here, and Mehdi Gahidi shepherded across the line. So we head towards 15 minutes remaining of regulation time. Mohammadi will take the long throw. Headed down by Bell. Probed forward with the kick. Contest there with Mehdi Taremi coming back. Headed on now by Iran. Taremi brings it down with his hip or backside. Now it's fed into the box. Oh, what a ball at the top of the box there for Mehdi Taremi. Strike taken. Deflected by Sermon. And Iran, they're going to turn up the heat here. They're trying to put the pressure on. Pushing forward now with Gahidi. Mehdi Gahidi just inside the byline. Takes on Tim Payne, who breaks it up. Gets a nudge in the back, and foul called against Mehdi Gahidi in Tim Payne's favour. So New Zealand will have a dead ball opportunity deep in their own half. They'll look to go long here inside the last 14 minutes of regulation time. Time ticking down. Still plenty of time for some more twists in the tail of this narrative. Sermon heads it down, heads it the wrong way though. Mehdi Taremi trying to get in behind. Beautiful ball played in for him. Can he pull it up inside the byline? He can. And Sermon will shepherd it out across. There's great work there by Mehdi Taremi just to get it and pull it back inside the byline, although the star striker for the Iranian side starting to cramp up, just trying to stretch out his calves at the moment over the byline. It's a beautiful ball in by Mehdi Gahidi. Just popped it in between Just and Bell. Another change for New Zealand. Payne comes off. It'll be Callan Elliott coming on. Well, it'd certainly be scenes for you and I, Harry, but they've only got one rotation left, New Zealand now, so I think I'd be surprised if Bayliss was the man, considering a couple of the other players that they've got there. couple of players debating the referee's decision here of a foul after the head clash, is it? No, he's just going to have a drop ball. Sarpreet Singh wanting to debate the call. Tough times, but anyway, make sure if you're jumping on, hit like on the video. If you haven't already, we'd love it if you hit subscribe on the channel. Trying to work out what's happening here. Mehdi Taremi's trying to get involved. Sarpreet Singh, the referee's wandering around like he's lost. Finally, the drop ball occurs. I don't think he knew where he was going. A lot of confusion. And another minute of the required stoppage time. Ball goes out of play here. Looks like we've got another change coming, which will be the final rotation for Iran, sorry. Can't get those two wrong. This one's headed aimlessly away from goal by Taremi and will come back for a goal kick. It is Mehdi Taremi that'll come off. He'll be replaced by Amir Hussain. Hossein Zada. Goes by just Amir Hussain. Taremi and his cramps are going to have to bid farewell as we tick down to just over 10 minutes remaining. As I said, that's all of Iran's rotations now. Down to the final 10 minutes of regulation time. Can New Zealand find a little spark on their bench? Another player down after a collision. This time is Ryan Thomas. Just wonder who they'll go with here if they can bring a spark on New Zealand. They push forward here. Can they get the ball in? They play it. Floated into the box, the back stick. Oh, it beat an advancing Sarpreet Singh after the palm down by Biravand. The keeper does well to come off his line and just slap that away. I thought he'd slapped it into the path of Sarpreet Singh. And eventually the ball goes out off New Zealand. Sermon racing forward. They maybe go to someone like a Costa Barbarousis here, or a Ben Wayne might be the likely suspects, you'd think. Could turn to a Jesse Randall as well. And maybe Lachlan Bayless. They're the sorts of players I'm probably thinking. Interesting to see what Darren Baisley comes up with here. The long throw. Run, try to feed the ball in. New Zealand break it up. Finds Chris Ward, but he's triple teamed there, so can't get it far away. Players down on both sides. New Zealand player back up. Iran protesting. So the player down is Khalil Zada. Just an innocuous contact, I think. And Khalil Zada, Chris Wood turning away. A few of the Iranian players seem to think that he turned into him intentionally. But we'll see what comes of this if they have a VAR review. It's going to drag things out a little longer, I think. Down to the last 7 or so minutes of regulation time. Time ticking away here. Can someone break the deadlock? Nothing coming of that incident. We move on. The ball back with Aliraza Renavand. Now he drives it long, low and flat. It's headed back by the defence of New Zealand. Pushing forward as Ryan Thomas chases after it. Poked forward again here. Thomas on the ball, wide on the left. Plays it into the legs of one defender. And then along comes Ramin Rezani. He takes it away. Strong tackle from Thomas. The referee says it wasn't a legal one, however. And Rezan feel not all much hard done by, but he wasn't far away from getting that exactly right. Ryan Thomas. Into the closing stages here. Now pushed in field. Iran working it forward through their midfield. There's a Tolai. Plays it forward. Mohebi scored the equaliser. Plays it back across now as a Tolai. Tries to thread the ball through. Deflected down. Opportunity here for Iran in the box. Can they get a shot away? Good bouncing around defence from Bell. And a shot from distance is off target for Iran. Tight, intense. Two all deep into this second half. Crocombe goes long. New Zealand have led twice. Iran have not led at all. They find it late in the game. Foul called against Marko Stamenic. It's coming in, closing off, and leg-on-leg contact on Hajsafi. Iran swing it wide now. Hamadi back. Namati. He goes long, floating it over the top. Well dealt with by the New Zealand defence. Singh bouncing around but dispossessed. Opportunity here, they're breaking. They give it on the outside. Medigaidi tries to feed it in, takes a deflection, and Sermon steps up, clears it long. Safi plays it down the line. It comes to Gaidi again. Gaidi feeds it back. Amir Hussain threaded in, and then a shot taken as a Tolahai. Easily saved by Crocombe, and he quickly releases. Nothing presents though, as the Iranian defence press well. Go back to Crocombe, now to Sermon across at the top of the 18-yard box, advancing out from his own end. Nothing really presenting. Time starting to tick down. About to hit the 88th minute. Now they switch across to Sermon. He comes wide to Elliott. Elliott feeds the ball through. Singh tries to play it on. It's collected. Referee says play on. Run played all the way back to Biranavan, their keeper. He sends it long. Sermon gets the header. Contest. Back-to-back contested header. Gaidi goes down the line and Elliott closes the space and just pushes it over the sideline. It'll be a throw for Iran. New Zealand just keeping a change up their sleeve, interestingly here. Ball crossed in, or attempted to be crossed in by Mohammadi. And it's seen away over the byline by Elliott. And so it will be a corner for Iran late here in regulation time. Can they get something in the dying stages? Sarpreet Singh pushes out to close off the short corner. It'll be Ramin Razayan to take the corner. Ben Old getting a talking to, as is Shojay Khalilzadeh. Razayan to take the corner. Beats everyone. At the back post, pushed across the face. Tight angle. The offside flag stays down as they pick it back up with Razayan. Sermon gets it to the edge of the 18-yard box where it's picked up again. Now, Amir Hussain feeds it into the box, but it's pushed long by Just. Headed down now. Fed forward again. That'll be the first card of the game, surely. It will be. As Safi gets a yellow card for taking down Just as he was about to try and break away. Very cynical foul. New Zealand will have a dead ball opportunity here. Hassan Hajasafi. So just on their own side of halfway, only by the smallest of distances. They floated into the box. Comes down, sweeping around on the outside is Thomas. You'll see it over the sideline. New Zealand will take the long throw you would expect here. Throw will be taken in line with the 18-yard box, the top of it. The man to take it will be Michael Boxall. All the space to move here with the advertising hoarding, so you don't get a lot of wind-up space. Maybe 1.5 meters. Boxall comes in, winds up, throws long. It's brought down there, nice and confidently, and cleared away by Iran. Now in a foot race. Interesting to see Gaidi pulling away and trying to appeal for a foul. Both players holding each other's jerseys. Referee says all is even. We see 5 minutes of added time to be played. Interesting to see. The team's happy to settle for a point each here in a tight group. Or do they need to push all out for 3? Can't see any. I can see some changes looking like they're ready to go. Jesse Randall and Tyler Bindon. So Bindon and Randall will be the players they'll go to. Thought Randall might have been one of the ones in the mix to add the attacking spark. And will we see those now? We will. The players coming off will be Sarpreet Singh, will be one of them. So it'll be Singh for Randall, I would think. And Marco Stamanik will be the other one. So Randall and Bindon on. They make use of their full rotations. 90 seconds into that 5 minutes of stoppage time. Callan Elliott with the throw here. Looking for the long one into the box. For Wood. Doesn't fall down for him. Cleared long by the Iranian defence. Numbers are pushed forward for New Zealand. Crocom's almost at the centre circle. He sends it long and wide to the left. It's brought down nicely there. That's Bindon's first involvement. Floated into the box looking for Wood. He gets up to it, gets a header on it, but easily caught by Ali Raza Biranavand. The right idea, just couldn't get enough power. He was falling backwards with his body weight. Did well to beat out Milad Mohammadi. New Zealand just push it across the line there with Joe Bell. Amir Hussain takes the throw. Gets the return pass. Switches play to the right. This is how they conjured their second goal. Ball goes back again. Now played forward. Mohammadi down the line with space. Gives it on to Amir Hussain. Just over 2 minutes of time remaining in the 5 minutes of indicated added time. Sliding tackle for New Zealand sends it across the line. Mohammadi takes the throw, gets the ball back, works it in with his defensive midfielder, Vezatola High. Now gets a return pass, Mohammadi. Numbers congested infield for Iran. They've held their width really well in attack previously, but now they try and almost invert a couple of their players. Now it's played forward. That's a nice ball. Amir Hussain plays it down the line. Mohammadi. Good strong tackle there from Callan Elliott. Pushes it across the byline, and dying stages, Iran will have a corner. Oh my, what are we looking at here? Racing down there to take it is Gaidi. Gaidi with the corner. Floats it in past the back post, headed down across the face. Seen away there. Good defence on the line from New Zealand, and trying to get clear now is the man who scored 2 already. Just he realised he doesn't have the pace to break free, so cuts wide and then floats the ball back in field. Comes down here. New Zealand have got numbers forward, but tracking back here are the defenders, and a little cynical there, but not too bad from Ryan Thomas, just breaking up the play. And Iran might have the last say in this one. That came so close. It was wonderful work off that last corner from Ryan Thomas, just heading it away on the line when it looked like New Zealand were beaten. But there's still just a few moments for a few twists and turns here. Referee may allow it to go a little past 5 minutes. We've had a couple of stoppages, including the corner inside stoppage time, as Safi swings it wide to Razeen. Razeen down now for Gaidi, and it's taken away. Gaidi comes in. That's a pretty average tackle, to be fair. This came in, no intent or interest in the ball. We hit the 5-minute mark. How long will our referee allow this one to go on for? That will be the question. Not long at all, says the referee. Cesar Arturo Ramos calls full time, and the points are shared in this one. 2 goals apiece, a double for Elijah Just for New Zealand, a goal each for Ramin Razeen and Mohammad Mahebi for Iran. A big thank you to you for tuning in. It was an interesting game. It had some real moments. It had some outstanding goals of different styles. So great to see from that point of view. But that is full time now. 2-2. They'll share the points and get reset for their next games. In terms of how it shapes from here for these two sides, obviously both need to play Belgium and Egypt. For Iran, it'll be Belgium next up, and New Zealand will take on Egypt. But that'll do us for today's stream. We look forward to be back with you tomorrow. We're going to have some State of Origin. We'll have some daily doses dropping in between. Plenty of content coming over the next few days. But as always, a big thank you to you for tuning in, and we'll see you again soon here on the Chris McPherson Show for another live watch along or our daily dose.